Hola guys and girls and welcome to a new Keyforge gameplay video. Yes, I'm still doing those as well. I know I uploaded the last few times. I did my top 5 common videos which are still coming. There are still a few missing. I only did I think at this point it's 4. So yeah, we still have some to go. But yeah, I want to throw some gameplay in here and there as well. So yeah, I'm not only talking about cards, actually playing with them as well. And yeah, what we are doing this time, we are going to use this deck right here. Elise Die Schneide, Rebellin, this Ufers. Like you can see, it's already a German deck. It's a deck I have for a long time now, and I think it's a rather fun one. And because this deck loves, this deck adores this artifact right here, Speed Sigil in Shadows. The first creature and play each turn enters play ready. There's so much synergy with this artifact. There's obviously in Shadows we have the 2 Moon Cursors. Having them ready on already is nice. They are very easily removed since they only have 1 power and no defensive keyword. So getting on the field, you can with Skirmish Poison you get rid of 1 and you steal 1. We have 2 of those. We do have the Umbra. We sadly do have 2 Silver 2s, which obviously don't synergize well, but they're still nice since you don't. If they're the only shadow creature, of course, it's annoying since you play them and then, I mean, it can't be double ready. But if you have 2, you just play the first and it's ready, then your Silver 2, which still is ready. So yeah, we have some stealing there as well with Routine Job, Avalanche Whispers, and the Bait and Switch, and then a Boober Trap for a little bit removal. Then going from right to left, we have on the logger side a lot of archiving, which I like. We have 2 lab works together with knowledge as power and 2, only 1 Ganmade Archivist, there we go, which has a reap effect as well, so if your end is ready you can do it right away. Same with Dark Boot, which we have 2 of, which is read, draw a card, and same with Bad Draw, which is not a reap effect but a fight effect, so if that end is ready we can use it right away as well. So yeah, then for removal we have a Spangler Box and 2 Trimble Emissions and a little protection with Fogify. Then on the this side of things, we of course have some creatures which like to come into play ready. For one, we have the Toxin right here, and what we have as well as 2 Pit Demons which can use their action ability right away. Then you have some annoying stuff. You have some Capturing the Shred and the Drumble, and the Succubus, which will throw a little bit disruption. And yeah, Flame Witch is nice to either protect our Drumble or our Succubus. Drumble has a nice combo there as well with the Key Hammer, because obviously if you play the Key Hammer, you give the opponent 6 Ember back. So if you have at least 1 Ember at this current time, you can capture it all with the Drumble, and yeah, basically make sure he doesn't get the key just back right away. And yeah, then a hand of this is just there for a little bit extra removal, I guess. But yeah, that's the set. Like I said, if you have Speed Sigil on starting hand, this deck loves it. Usually you have to worry about, okay, opponent's creatures get ready into play as well. But there's so many creatures here which love to get into play ready that usually you will get the most out of it, and not your opponent. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's just watch for a game real quick, or search for a game, not watch obviously. I have no decks. Why do I have no decks? There we go, I have decks. There it is. Loaded for a little bit there. And we are facing, first of all, good luck, have fun, Mr. Paula Bulululu, with Counter deck as well, with 2 Control of the Week. So yeah, we do have, let's see. Okay, a standard Shadow Disc shenanigans. And then the Untamed is a bit weird. Usually you would expect some rush shenanigans going there, but yeah, not in this case. So we are second, so we can play a lot of things. I don't really like the starting hand. We do have a lot of Aember control, which at the beginning of the game you usually don't need. Then we have a Trimble Mission, which can be useful, and just a Key Hammer, which does nothing, so I'm definitely going to mulligan this. And yeah, doesn't look great, but it's we have to play with it now. So yeah, we can start with our logo stuff, get an Ember, get Dark Boot and protected, and yeah, get rid of creature whatever he plays if we think it's get rid of worthy, if that is a word or a sentence. Now we see Snufflegator. Since I have the Fogify, I don't really need to play this Banger Box right away, so I'm actually fine with just playing Dark Boot, protecting him, and not. Oh, it's action ability, so we can just. I always think you get into play and you do it right away, but so we can play it to get it out of hand. And yeah, he can fight. That is good news for us. We can just call Loggers potentially. Again, we have some removal options there. Other than that, we of course have some disc creatures which we can play just to fill up the board, kind of get into the game. Opponent calls this, which is worrisome since he has the 2 Control of the Weeks there. Twist the Red, so he captures the 1 Ember we have. It's fine. What else do we see? Opponent doesn't play Loggers, which is good, so basically he can't use the Spangler Box himself. So once we purge something with it, it's not like he has to call Loggers to use it as well. And we are forced to play Loggers again. Okay, that's fine, I think. Lash of Broken Demons as well. So we could purge already something But looking at the deck, is there something else I will have trouble get rid of if I don't have my Spaniel box enabled? And no, not really. There's some annoying stuff. But obviously I have to call Logos, so I'm first gonna reap with you, see what I draw. We draw a bad drone, which is nice. We're gonna play the bad drone to the left. I am gonna Twimbolt Omission my 2 creatures, and then I'm actually gonna purge this Snufflegator, because that way, if he wants to trade into bad drone his red, I get something out of it. Like Snufflegator, he would be able to trade for free, but with the shred, he would have to actually run into it, and I get my Aember back. So yeah, actually a decent turn there. Good stuff that we did draw a Logos card there. Obviously, we would have drawn something else. We wouldn't have been able to play it right away. So yeah, a bit lucky there, obviously. Controller weak. Yeah, this controller weak was not that impactful, but good to know one is already out there. Yeah, looking at my hand right now, like Shadows could be worth it as well. Like it could even be worth it just to call Logos again, depending on what happens. But obviously, we have a lot of these creatures which we want to get on the board and make us able to draw more cards and potentially get the Speed Sigil into our hand. But yeah, first we have to see, of course, how our opponent reacts here. He calls Logos himself to use the Spangler box again. Okay, but he can't use it right away since it's exhausted. So I don't know why he called Logos there. So he had it that turn. Okay, I take it. I definitely take it. That means for me, I just use this free turn, right? To get the disc creatures on board. He has no real good removal. Yeah, I'm just getting my disc creatures on board then. To the left, to the left, to the left, and one to the right, because why not? And yeah, I just use this to get my disc creatures on board. It seems he like, I don't know if he just was surprised why Logos showed up on his like house selection thing. And he misclicked or something like that. That might be the case that he just misclicked there. But yeah, we see Shadows, he gets an Urchin in. It's fine, steals one. Like I said, we have a very strong Logos. And okay, he gets rid of the Urchin, and what does he get rid of? Bad Drone and Succubus, I'm gonna assuming. That's what I would do. Yeah, I can Succubus, so he doesn't have to draw less, and Bad Drone, since obviously it's annoying, like similar to Umbra. They're annoying, stay on the field, free 2 damage and stealing 1. Obviously, Toxin is a viable target as well, and he actually prefers getting rid of Toxin. Okay. That makes me actually want to play Logos next turn. Since I can first I reap and see what I draw. I love drawing Logos cards through this. Play you to the left, then you can fight with you to get rid of the shred and steal 1. Get the Genmed Archivist on the field as well, and archive something, and I want to archive our Drumble, since he's obviously the least useful currently, since the opponent only has a 2 Aember, and we can end the turn right there. And I like to get that Drumble into the archives, so we can later get the Keyhammer in there, or once we draw the Keyhammer, we can actually use the combo, so which is pretty nice. So yeah, we have our Logos board, we have a little bit of a disc board. Like I said, I would have gotten rid of the bad drone, but it seems he wanted to weaken my disc board a bit, so I don't just call this and get a lot of Aember and stuff happens. So, okay, he wants to purge something. What does he want to get rid of? There's like multiple options, but I don't think it's really a good turn. Like, you purge something and you give it back to me. And what do you get rid of? One of the pit demons. Okay, got rid of one of the pit demons. But now, that's it. You don't have Logos in your deck. That's your turn. Okay, I'm not so sure what my opponent is doing there. I'm really not sure what my opponent is doing. I'm just calling Logos. I'm gonna... No, don't archive back. First draw 2 cards. See what I get. Flame Rift, stuff like that. Then I'm gonna archive my Flame Rift. And then I'm just gonna read with Patron as well. And end my turn. My opponent does have Miasmas, but he doesn't have like a too much to protect or something, which I have to worry about. So I'm just starting to fill my hand with stuff so I can, yeah, get a strong turn next. Like, I don't really mind anything right now. If I have to play Logos again, I'm just doing the same. This, I have stuff to play. Shadows, I have stuff to play. So I'm not really worried about this control the weak here. And he calls me Logos again, which, like, if he... Like, it depends what he plays, but... Which is most likely what we've done either way. Little Bone Dream, so my key costs 3 more, makes sense. Get an Aember on board, so I can only play 2 things, but I have the bad round, which easily removes that, and I even have this thing as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna blue key, call Logos. No, don't need my archives back. First of all, get rid of the Ember Imp, so I can play things, potentially, reap. Reap, draw more cards. There's the Key Hammer, awesome. We can get that as well. So we already have our 3-thing combo in the archives. And we just end our turn there. And like I said, I have a hand full of stuff. Like I have an insane amount of cards, and I'm fine with just keep calling loggers and loggers. I'm getting 4 Aember out of that, drawing 2 cards and archiving 1. So I'm like I said, seems maybe my opponent is not that experienced, since might be the case. Okay, I can't fight. That's fine. I just, like I said, I have no reason to not just keep calling loggers here. And reap, draw a card, reap, draw a card. I can't fight, so I reap again. And then I reap again to archive. Okay, I'm archiving discards currently, so let's just keep the train going. And go with the Poltergeist. And do I want to get rid of the Niffle Ape? Honestly, why not? Currently, how the game is going, I'm like not very worried. I could just run with the game home with just keep calling loggers. You see my hand. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand currently, and 4 in the archives. So that's like 13 cards. Like a third of my deck I have ready to play at any time. So I'm, yeah. He cuts this again, okay. I mean, last time it was Untamed, never mind. Hand of this, gets rid of Doc Booten, okay. Doesn't want me to draw more. He wants to have the Lash activated, I'm assuming, so I don't get the Forge. But honestly, loggers it is. No. Just gonna draw a card. Not just power. Oh, that's 4 Aember for me, that's awesome. Reap a few. Reap a few, archive the Dust Imps while we are at it, archiving disc creatures, and then play his action, and we want to gain the Aember. Gain 5 Aember for that, and we get 16 Aember. And yeah, I'm fine with like loggers all the way. Okay, he wants to. I don't get it. Paula, it's a girl's name, so lady, I'm not sure what you're doing here is smart. What? Why are you getting rid of a pit demon? Okay, we will definitely. Like, yeah, this game, I don't really know if I can count it as a proper game. I just, like I said, I'm fine. I don't need to do anything. I just keep calling loggers. There we have our speed sigil is nice. Reap our last discard, and, also discard, not discard. And yeah, we are check with 13 Aember. Like I said, I think our opponent overvalued a lot how useful the Spangler box here is. Like, just calling it for a lost turn. And it's GG here. Yep, and I won. That's a GG. Okay, that's a pretty short one. Like I said, I don't really know. Like, you saw the game theoretically. Like, this was not a real game. That was not a proper game. This is like, our opponent made too many mistakes. Just say it straight out. He might be starting out, or she might be starting out, but just fine. Like, I don't mind that. But obviously, there's like not a proper showcase of the game, because I think every deck would have done great with this Spangler box in a similar scenario. So let's say good luck, have fun. And start the game, look at our opponent's deck. We see it is a AOA deck actually. Didn't play that one in a long time. And we do have some stuff in hand. Second player. I should still want to mulligan this. Speed Sigil plus Moon Cursor. I'm done. I'm awesome hand. Doesn't matter what our opponent plays. We have Speed Sigil plus Moon Cursor in hand. But okay, I could play an artifact, of course. Then I would go with my dishand. But this is like now we can showcase the deck. Let's go. No, as Speed Sigil in starting hand, this is the perfect start for this deck. This is what you want to have. Opponent goes to Logos, plays Chaos Portal. Okay, yeah, that I already mentioned. That means I'm gonna go with my dis stuff and just end my turn there. You get second Moon Cursor, which is nice. But yeah, he started with Chaos Portal, so yeah, with some luck he can play some stuff. Does he have like, he has a pile of skulls in Borgna, but no Grump Buggy. 3 Helper Bots actually. Okay, that's pretty cool. I can dig that. And then Full Moon with only 3 creatures, so it's not that big of a deal. Chaos End. That's okay. That's fine. I mean, that's okay. He gets 3 keys, I can play these 2, and then fight. Sadly, I can steal anything, since he doesn't have anything to steal from, but I'm still gonna get rid of the Foozle. Foozle. And we have 2 Moon Curses in in play. Does he have trivial dimension or something like that? He has 2 pokes actually, which could be pretty annoying if he has both of them in hand right now. So yeah. Gets the Agar there. Opponent didn't generate any Aember, so I might just go with Logos next and like steal or archive something. But the discard, Fogbank and the Groggins. Okay. Choose Untamed but gets barehanded, so a bit unlucky there. And I guess he trades into one of those here. That I think would make the most sense. Because obviously Igor is not, like, anything which doesn't have armor will die because of the poison. And Igor is like not that useful. Oh, okay. Place that first. I guess it doesn't make it. I mean, then he could have reap with you first. So yeah. I mean, he can still. Yeah, you want to. Okay, does he like trade now? What's going on here? What are you doing? No, he. Oh, you want to get rid of my. Oh, Sigil. Okay, I see. Makes sense. That honestly just makes me want to call Shadows again. Fight with you to steal one more with the routine thing, and then get a Silver Tooth in play, and read with you as well. Okay, Speed Sigil gone sadly, so yeah, our opponent, I mean, he might have looked at our list and saw that Speed Sigil is pretty good with our deck, so he doesn't want to play around with that. We do see Brobna. What does our guy want to do with our Brobna things? Brown, okay, yeah, that's obviously great for him. Got rid of our creatures for free, pretty much. Oh, not that free, it was the only thing he plays. That makes me want to play Loggers, get the Spangler box in there. Our opponent does have Loggers this time, so we have to worry about using the Spangler box, but I definitely want to get rid of it. Since, yeah, don't want him using. I mean, depending on what he plays, it's worth it, since, like I mentioned, our opponent has to wait a turn before he can use it himself. But now he's like most likely inclined to call Brobna again to try to get rid of the bad drone. But he only draw 1 new card. So it's not like, oh, he actually got a Tremor. Okay. So the 1 card he drew was actually a Brobna card. And he reads. Honestly, it's just still worth it to just call Loggers, honestly. Get rid of the stun tokens. Play the lab work. What do we want to archive here? I want to archive the Shadow card because I'm starting to develop a good dishand, and if I draw more discards, it just makes it more useful. So now we see Untamed. We see the Seed, which we can. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. We can poltergeist this to get our Speed Sigil back. I'm liking that. We see a Rustnor. There's 2 regrowths as well, and what is else? 2 full moons, yeah. Roofkeeper, okay, nice, so we can get rid of one thing with Hand of this, actually. So it looks like I'm gonna play with this. It gives me 1 Aember as well through the Poltergeist, which gets me to 6 Aember. Getting rid of the Rustnor is nice as well, since there's one thing which could get rid of our Speed Sigil too. We do see regrowth for Neutron Shark. Okay, he gets his card back to get rid of our thing. And they just call, okay. So I guess our creatures are getting back into our hand. I'm still gonna go with this though. First of all, no, we don't want our archives back. Gonna use your seed to get my Speed Sigil back. Am I? Yeah, Speed Sigil. Yeah, I want it. I have the Umbra and the archives as well, so I can use it right away. Then play you to capture all the Aember, and then play Hand of this to get rid of your creature there. And now we are check. And our opponent has at least no Aember control on the board. So he needs to see something in hand to prevent our key. But does he even have Aember control in this? Pile of Skulls, he could capture one of that with the Bramo. So Pile of Skulls could be a thing. But other than that, yeah, Pile of Skulls. He needs Pile of Skulls in hand, otherwise I think I just get my key. I think I just get my key right there. If he needs Pile of Skulls, he costs Logos. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. He still has the helper bot, so he could just still play that. He gets a Graft for my remaining Aember. I mean, oh, he wants Aember, I guess, because like I have exactly 6 Aember. You're not getting anything. You're not getting anything from me. Is the helper bot? Okay, what do we see? Another helper bot. Okay, you can still play 2 non-logos cards. Probably a Neutron Shark is what we see next. Yep, there's Neutron Shark. You can like just easily board wipe here. Does he have that many logos cards left in the deck? Okay, it's a poke, so he can do the effect again. What does he want to get rid of? Spangler Box or probably a Pit Demon, I'm assuming. But on his side, probably the other helper bot. Oh no, true. He can't. If you reveal a Logos card, you can't repeat it. That was the thing. Okay, use one of his helper bots to play the Pound, and he still has 1 non-Logos cards left to play. And it saved the pack. Okay. Good board wipe from our opponent. Not gonna lie, that was obviously pretty good. But since we Forge next, we can play our bait and switch, get 2 Aember from the opponent, get a third with Umbra, get our Speed Sigil in, and kill the Neutron Shark, so he can't get that easily. He still has 1 regrowth in deck, so that could happen. And then he discards the Eureka. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna Forge my blue key, and then Shadows, yes. First get the Speed Sigil in, then play the bait and switch, play the Umbra, play the Skeleton Key, and with Umbra I'm gonna fight versus the Neutron Shark to get rid of it and steal another Aember and end our turn right there. Yeah, we got the key and got rid of our got a lot of Aember in return as well. So that was a pretty smooth turn, I think. We got rid of the Neutron Shark. He would have to get back with regrowth, which means we have at least 1 more turn with our Speed Sigil. I don't think he has any other Aember control in the deck. I mean, he has the Rasnor, which we got rid of. But yeah, I don't think he has any other artifact control. So yeah, it's the only way he calls Untamed, regrowths, and then gets a Full Moon. Oh, he has only 1 creature left, right? He has only 1 Groovekeeper. Or he gets the Rasnor with this back, which is fine. Probably gets, I would assume. Ah, wait, he res enter. I totally forgot that he enters ready because of Speed Sigil. Totally forgot about that. But okay. Now, how do we do things? I think we have to give him the key, or we will give him the key. But I want to get rid of the Rasnor. So first we're gonna play our creatures. I don't mind his creatures getting big that much. But I want to get rid of the Rasnor. And yeah, so he has like 1 creature from each house. He gets his key, which is fine. Like, this is the first key. I could have prevented it, like calling Shadows and doing this, get rid of the Rasnor, blah blah. But I want to draw more cards and see what I have in hand. I think it was worth it. I mean, and seeing what I have on board right now. Since he has 3 different houses on the board, he can most likely only get rid of 1 of these. Which makes me able to steal, draw, or archive, depending on the situation. Yeah, Logos is just looking pretty nice for me next turn. Barring he gets like a board wipe off. But he has like this cook here, the cards and he already played. The Pound was gone, 1 poke is gone. Here we see Brobner. There's the pile of skulls. I mean, that had to happen at some point. He gets the Grogons in. Call the Cry. Yeah, he gets some creatures in. He does get some creatures in. And can get rid of 1 creature. But seeing that he does have 0 Aember, yeah, Badron is the obvious target, but seeing that he has 0 Aember, I don't know if Badron was the correct target. I mean, now something captures 1. Call the Cry, it's fine. I'm just gonna call Logos. And first I'm gonna reap to draw a card. We got this thing, okay. Then we can reap to archive a card. I think I'm going with my disc things. Then we're gonna play the Bad Drone. What do we want to get rid of? Definitely the Groovekeeper, and then we can get 4 damage on Kolth. Yeah, Kolth, or we can get rid of Helperbot as well. Yeah, I think getting rid of Helperbot is the most useful. Yeah. Yeah, gonna do that. Done. Gets me to 7 Ember as well, so I'm check again. Can end our turn there. We do still have our 1 routine job in this card, so this one will steal us 2, which is nice. I could have, like, to be fair, I could have done it on the Kolf as well to bring him in range of the Relentless Whispers. But currently he has like nothing worth stealing. Like it's empty. Yeah, he got problem again, which makes sense. He wants to get rid of my board. And that's empty as well. Same as my opponent's Aember. So, and he wants to do it to prevent me from forging. Which is cool. See Bramo. I still have my gateway to this here. So, like I said, we can still get rid of all his problem stuff and get all our Aember back. So I'm not too worried. And we will draw it soon, since we are only 7 cards in the deck. Yeah, this you don't never like one thing I forgot in the deck tag. You never want to play this just to gain the Aember, because your opponent will gain 6 through that. Like I said, if you play a just for Aember, you're actually giving your opponent 6 of them. So you don't want to do that. Depending on stuff. If he does he rip again? He rips this as well. Okay, and we got bang bang. That do I want to call? I could just call Shadows. No, but since he reap with him, it's not that useful. I could just call Logos though. Do I have Logos cards left here? Actually, a few, yeah. So we're gonna call Logos again. No, we don't need Archive back. Want to reap, draw a card. It's a booby trap, okay. Then we play this to archive a card, and currently the Keyhammer is the least useful. And our turn there. We draw Toxin, okay. So we are gonna play Shadows next turn, because then we are, I mean, close to guaranteed. Close. We're gonna draw 4 cards, 5 on the deck. We are close to guaranteed to get our gateway to this. And yeah, we have Booby Trap and Relentless Whispers. With Booby Trap I can guaranteed enable this and steal 1, 2, 3. I gain 1 Aember, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reaping with this. It's a 6 Aember turn, Shadows, which is pretty nice. Because 2 from stealing, 1 extra Aember, 1 extra Embers, that's 4. 1 stealing with Relentless Whispers, and 1 reaping with Silvertooth. Our opponent could actually use this chance now to play something. I mean, he's kind of inclined to play, Brobna again. Because he wants to get rid of my Aember, like he wants to capture 1. But that's a good thing. I only have 1 creature, so he can only capture 1 through that. And that means I still have 6 Aember left. But of course, it enables the opponent to reap a lot. Which we do have to acknowledge as well. Which I don't mind, since, like I said, my kind of combo here I'm talking about kind of depends on my opponent getting some Aember. Because 3 of the 1 I'm getting are from stealing. Then he reaps. Yeah, this Shadow Turns looks very juicy. Very juicy. We're gonna get our yellow key. Go Shadows. Already mentioned Booby Trap. No, we're not with Archives back. Booby Trap on Kolf. Get rid of Bingle Bang Bang. That brings him in range of the Relentless Whispers. So we get all his Aember back. Then we can steal 2 with the routine job. Then we can play Silvertooth and reap with him as well. And then we add 9 Aember, since we got the 3 from Kolf as well. And yeah, our opponent can only fight once to trigger a Spell of Skulls. So I think it's GG at this point. We do have our worst case scenario. We do have a lot of these things as well we can play. We have the Gateway. You can play the Graft now, but yeah, it's GG. GG! I think that was a proper showcase. Sigil got rid of 2 times actually, which was pretty funny. We got to use it a good amount, but yeah, you saw what this deck can do. Like, it's a bit of a jack of all trades. You get to draw a lot, archive a lot, with steal a lot, and some board control. You can even get rid of Key with Drumble. I like this deck for that reason, and just the speed Sigil synergy. But yeah, if you liked the video, of course, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, all the links in the description. And most importantly, if you have decks yourself you want me to use, let me know in the comments down below, because, like I already mentioned, I am slowly but surely running out of show-worthy decks in my own collection. So yeah, show one for myself would be fine for me, or I just rotate back and use like the decks, I use it first again, and yeah, rotate the list. You know what rotating means. But yeah, that's all from me. I will see you another time. Ciao.